Hey everybody, Brooks from Drag Times here. Welcome back to the channel. My last video I went over Tesla's new scoring system on how you drive and how that's going to give you early access to the beta of full self-driving. See, the problem with YouTube videos is a lot of people just take one little thing you said, they don't watch the whole video, and then they just harp on it and you get thousands of comments from just stuff that's really not relevant. Nevertheless, I really want to test this car out because I got brand new signature wheels and tires. We actually swapped out. We went from different sizes. We went from a 285/35/20 in the front to a 265/40. That gives us a higher diameter. Same thing in the back. Went from a 305/30 to a 305/35. So in the previous test we did, we went with smaller diameter, which changes the gearing on the car. And while we did get some better 0 to 60 times, we didn't get exactly what we wanted. So we're trying different setups, trying to see. You know, this will be a little lighter because the tires in the front are skinnier, and it's a lot beefier of a tire. So you can see right here, we got higher sidewalls in the front and on the back. These wheels look awesome. So beefier, taller. Now we're gonna do some, I would love to do some testing, but at the same time, I want to test out the full self-driving. So it's a little bit of a back and forth of how I can drive to get the full self-driving. Now, Elon did tweet and he says, only the people who score a perfect 100 are going to get the first rollout of these early adopters. So obviously I'm way past that. And right now I'm going to jump in the car. I'm going to take a quick drive because the Tesla scoring system does rate you per day. So I'm going to put the camera on. You can see exactly what I do and exactly what Tesla thinks and see if I can score 100 by behaving as best I can. Now last night I went out to dinner and you know, we're making a right on green and someone stopped in front of me. I'm going to go download the footage and see. They were making a right on green. He stopped short. I had to put on the brakes harder than normal. The collision avoidance system turned on, and I got a huge ding down to like 62%, which I don't know, is that a D- for my driving capabilities? But nevertheless, that was not my fault. I actually was a good driver and avoided an accident, and yet Tesla thinks I'm doing absolutely terrible. So anyways, let's jump in the car. We'll do this quick drive, and then let's see what my score is. All right, so real quick, one of the most common questions I get is what car mount do you have in your car? This is not a sponsored video. I just got the new iPhone 13 and it's got the MagSafe. This is the Apple case on it. This is a wireless pad that you can buy on Amazon. I'll put a link in there and pretty much you plug it into there and then you pop it on here and that charges up. That is connected to a custom RAM mount that I use because this is what I use for my GoPros, and that's to a suction. This allows me to adjust it up and down and all kinds of good stuff, and allows me to wireless charge, so you just pop it on there. So I'll put a link down in the description for that, but man, everyone always asks me that, and it's a pretty cool setup. All right, so let's jump into it. We'll do my drive. I'll probably speed up portions of the drive because it's probably pretty boring to watch, and then we'll look at my score after about a 7-minute drive. Let's go. All right, and here we go. I'll try to give you the best view I can with the GoPro. It's in super view, so you can see mostly what I'm doing, what kind of cars are around me. This is a stop sign, full stop. Okay, fine, let's go. Now, acceleration is not one of the parameters. So I guess you can go as fast as you want and as hard as you want, but of course, after that acceleration, you got to brake, right? So, I mean, obviously you can't go too fast, otherwise you'll get dinged for hard braking. So I'm just gonna take it easy for this drive. You can't make any aggressive turns because it says it measures the amount of G-forces that you're turning, and if you turn too hard, it dings you for that. I haven't seen anything with regards to turn signals or anything like that, so I guess it doesn't care whether you use your turn signals or not, but you would think that would be an indicator of being a good driver. No cars in front of us. It does monitor like how close you monitor the car or follow the car in front of you. It also monitors the number of times you have to engage or disengage autopilot. So people were commenting on my video saying, oh, just use autopilot all the time, and then Tesla can't blame you for driving because it was blind driving. But I think they did say that autopilot doesn't count towards the miles where it's monitoring your driving. So, but I'm going to turn it on anyways right here. So there you go. Of course, you have to have your hands on the steering wheel. But I didn't get any dings for not having for being put in autopilot jail or being warned to keep my hands on the steering wheel. But I'm going to go back into manual driving and we'll put my signal on. We're making a right here. So this is just my normal driving. Car in front of us, come to a stop. Here we go. We got a guy stopping in the middle of the road right here. Went around him. Luckily, I did not get a collision warning detection. As to getting, might as well talk about the yoke. I'm definitely used to driving it every day, no problems. I'm definitely not used to the buttons. Definitely not a fan of the turn signals. I still have to look down and figure out which one I'm pressing. You shouldn't have to do that for turn signals. You should just know what you're pressing. They should have done this like Ferrari. Ferrari has dedicated buttons kind of on the inside right here, which you just reach down and press, and it's really easy to use. They also Tesla could have put buttons on the back here of the steering wheel. Ferrari does that as well. You could have put pads back here for left and right, or you could have used it for a different kind of buttons, or even customizable stuff. Tesla used to let you customize the buttons on previous Model S's to do different things. And maybe that's coming later on with some software updates, but as of right now, no, you can't do that. Now, Tesla also doesn't report your speed as a factor of your safe driving. You would think if you were speeding, and it knows what the speed limit is right here, it says it's 45, and I'm going 46. You would think if I was going 60, speeding would be a factor in your ability to drive safe, but nope, that's not a factor. Now, I've gotten dinged for hard braking in the past, and typically I just let the autopilot, I let regen happen. I usually don't even use the brakes. I'm usually mostly one pedal driving in the Tesla. Now, running red lights. Okay, I didn't run the red light, but it was yellow. I mean, Tesla knows if you run a red light, that's not a factor. I think they're missing a lot of stuff. Running red lights, speeding, and turn signals are probably some pretty good factors to determine if you're a safe driver. So we're coming in here. Just normal driving. Not doing anything crazy. I'm even using my turn signals, and I usually don't. And here we are. Now I'm going to park. And let's take a look at my driving score for this pretty limited test. I really have no idea what it's going to say. And there we see, we just had someone try and pull out in front of me. I bet you I got dinged for hard braking because of what just happened. Someone's pulling out, I have to hit the brakes, and that means I'm not a safe driver? Come on. We got one of my favorite spots here at the gym. Lined it up good, nice and easy parking job. Park. All right, let's check out my score. All right, let's open the Tesla app. Here we go to the safety score, and it'll bring up here my score right now is 69. That's because yesterday I had that collision warning from someone stopping in front of me. But if you go down here, you can click on daily details, and then you can bring up the different days. So yesterday, I got a score of 0 for going 9 miles. Hard braking, 5%, 13% aggressive turning, and then that forward collision warning. I think that's really what killed me on that. But let's go to today. I haven't driven anywhere. This is the drive we did today. I got 0 collision warnings. Hard braking, 2.7%. I did not do any hard braking at all. I mean, I braked a little when that guy tried to pull out in front of me right there. Aggressive turning, 9.1%. I mean, I didn't do any aggressive turning in this car. There wasn't any excessive G-forces. There was nothing. You saw it, 9% on that. So that gives me a cumulative score of today for driving 9 miles of a 90. So, like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get 100 unless I just do driving Miss Daisy around a parking lot and go in circles. But that might be aggressive turning anyway. So anyways, what do you guys think? I'll go through some of my other days here. That's yesterday. The day before, I got a 90, so you can see right here. And the day before, I had a bad aggressive turning into yellow and scored an 87. And that's all they got in here. So it doesn't go back any farther than the 25th for now. So there you go. There's my drive. I only scored a 90%. So that's an A-, right? It is what it is. But still, that will not be enough for me to get the full self-driving pre-release beta. Anyways, this will probably be the last video I do on this because I'm not going to get full self-driving anytime. I just want to show you guys in real time what a real drive looks like and what Tesla thinks you're doing. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, helps the video and the channel, and hopefully we can get back to racing real soon. Thanks for watching.